this video, I have a saying about giving a rat's ass that's kind of funny. That how can you give a rat's ass? The ass of the rat isn't yours to give, so let the rat keep his ass. Or you can pick up a rat and hand him to somebody else's ass first, and yes, you're giving a rat's ass. And if the other person wants to accept the rat ass first, to give a rat's ass, you're sort of offering up the rat's ass, and it's up to the other person if he wants to accept. So I'll have another saying too, that in some certain things, that if a rat's ass should really be offered or even given about a particular subject. So that's what I say about tolerance to a certain thing. You can say sometimes you give a shit. There's some and I also have a thing where I say there's certain aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck. It's not that I don't give a shit or give a fuck. It's there's some aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck that I don't give a shit or a fuck about. And at any given time, when and where should a rat's ass be given, or a fuck be given, or a shit be given, or even offered? You know what I mean? Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. I'm going to talk about some of these YouTubers. A lot of them, some of them are white and some of them are non-woke black YouTubers, which I am very proud of myself, and I share their videos with a smile on my face because that's the person I am, and being proud of it. But anyway, yeah, another thing, they brought me other entertainment things that brought me laughs. That you gotta wonder, is this shit for real, or are they doing it for satire, or are they trolling, or what? Are they really serious? Because they're so ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, some of my favorite people to make fun of. These YouTubers critique these people, may bring some quality stuff to make fun of. But anyway, yeah, talk about this without laughing. Here, these different types of transgenders. A lot of them are arrogant, entitled kids, you know. And some of the YouTubers that I share their videos and support their videos out of spite, because you know the rule. As far as they tell you don't be racist, and they also say, oh, by the way, here's black YouTubers and certain black people that aren't on board with our shit that you're allowed to not like, and if you like, you're an asshole. But anyway, yeah, these ones, I figured get through this video without laughing. Particular transgender types, they're classed as white leftist, and they tell you that you're supposed to buy books and attend seminars on how to take a part. You're expected to take a part of your personal life to coddle them. And you know my rule, which I'm very proud of. I don't have any time in my personal life to persecute you or plot any harm against you particularly. I don't got time for that shit, and I don't got time to fucking coddle your damn ass either. And even though you are against violence against them, they say disagreeing with and refusing to coddle them is violence. But one of my favorite hilarious things they try to tell you, and these are all white, the ones that are not focused on transgender, that are white leftists that play this race card to do this shit, they hide behind somebody else's race and make reference to somebody else's race to try to shame you into being on board with their shit, and for living your own life and not taking into your personal life to coddle them. Yeah, they're the transgender ones and the race baiting ones. They call the other ones that are the white leftists that aren't focused on the transgenders. Oh yeah, what, white saviors, and simping and then patronizing for certain black people, that shit that some normal black people never fucking asked them to. But then the ones that are the saviors of the transgenders, the allies, they be doing yeah, and when they're white and they're doing this, if you don't coddle and patronize them, and you don't make any effort or take any time out of your personal life to coddle them and to change any part of your personal life to coddle them, it's rooted in white supremacy. Yeah, way to go. How to weaponize somebody else's race and hide behind somebody else's race and make reference to and try to weaponize somebody else's race, a race that's not yours, somebody else's color. Use that to try to shame you or me or anybody else that ain't on board with their bullshit. It's like, and they too, they want you to pay money to go on seminars and read their books and go to their meetings and self-degrade, pay money, donate to their organizations, and self-degrade and say how, and admit or make you ashamed. You say you're a rotten person. How can I be a better person, and how can I be less proud of my biological gender? How can I get rid of my foolish pride in my biological gender and pay you money or give you money like I owe you to be this better person? Yeah, I should be on the floor right now, showing myself on the floor, like, you know, when Pee Wee Herman, the fat kid, wanted to buy Pee Wee Herman's bike, and they're fighting, and Pee Wee Herman goes on the floor, and he's like kicking around, laughing, and stuff like that. That's how I feel right now. But out of their damn mind. I mean, this is so stupid and hilarious to even talk about. You see these people featuring these videos on TikTok, you're looking at it as, okay, is this real? Are they trolling? They doing it some kind of satire? Or you know how you can do shit like just go on, make a video online and just say shit you're trolling. You maybe don't really believe any of that stuff. You're just creating it, making it up to get attention and trolling. I don't know, maybe somebody starts out as trolling, you know what I mean? And then people start believing it. Whenever or not, well, maybe they start out as trolling and they mean it at the same time. And yes, they're trolling and they mean it too. And their life, the people that simp up to these people, even they're not transgender, they're the allies, they're the ass kissers. Most likely some of them are part of the incel community, maybe, whether you're gay or straight or a little bit both ways, black or white. You can have a diverse, different kind of group and be a part of the incel community. Be bitter fucking assholes. Your life sucks, so how can I try to bash and degrade somebody else and maybe try to, maybe you're getting older and still living in your parents' house, 20 is going on 30, still living in a room in your parents' house in a computer, and you're a part of a club that's the same way, right? You're getting older, so you try to go after the next generation. Maybe you go to college and some of this stuff you get political pull, go to college and become a speaker and get it into the public schools. And if they can't get you to be on board with this shit, get the kids in the next generation, teach them to have no self-esteem, and no self-esteem, no sense of personal sovereignty, which, a matter of fact, yeah, having any kind of self-esteem or personal sovereignty, a life of your own self-respect and self-esteem, that's considered a big sin. Yeah, they're making this into a religion, and it's, yeah, if you're proud of yourself in any kind of way, the way you are, and you have self-esteem in your own and you're not on board with their bullshit, then it's rooted in white supremacy. And they'll use somebody else's race as a tool, patronize somebody's race, hilariously, I might add, and be condescending to you, talk down to you, and maybe join some seminar that they create because they took some gender studies class, and pay them money so that they can talk down to you, and you're supposed to sit there and take it. so they can feel better about themselves. Yeah, use somebody else's race, hide behind somebody else's race, use it as a tool, and presume that they've got permission from other black people without asking them. You know what I mean? Yeah, bring black people in it. Bring black people into it without asking them their permission and their consent, and bring and do and say shit that black people never asked them to do. And if you're black and you do support any of this bullshit, then you'd have to be really pathetic and contemptful son of a bitch that doesn't, whether you're black or white, you gotta be a really sorry, contemptful, jealous and hateful son of a bitch, rather than bring yourself up to a better level, get everybody to downgrade somebody else. And you got to be really pathetic to be on board with this shit. You know, you simping. You might as well be both a simp and part of the incel community, which could be black, white, gay, straight, and a bunch. And they can be a club that gets together. And they want to see how can we elevate ourselves by degrading somebody, instead of bringing ourselves up to a certain level, bring everybody down to the same level for the sake of equality. Make self-esteem and self-respect a sin. Say it's rooted in say it's rooted in white supremacy, and it's something called transphobia. Yeah. It's so goddamn ridiculous. Like I said, that it almost, like when you first seen this shit that they're putting on there, are they serious or are they just trolling or whatever? But yeah, you got these people that are actually going for this bullshit. Yeah, you teach young kids this bullshit, you know, teach them to have a self-esteem problem and an identity crisis, and say that everybody else is phobic, and really you're inducing the people that you teach this shit, you're inducing them to be phobic and saying everybody's out to get you. It's kind of like inducing a mass psychosis or a mass hysteria. I mean, you can have the wrong leaders among black people doing that shit wrong, people among people that are gay, or you don't even care who anybody is as long as they don't tell you what the hell to do. But the minute it becomes a mental disorder, it becomes a mental sickness, and it becomes a problem when they start telling somebody else what to do and demanding that you take a part of your personal life to coddle them and to change your personal life to suit them. I mean, seriously.